Uncle Mike ni dia punya jiwa tu memang dah Islam.
If we believe in God, we are afraid of the sin.
They don't actually call you dad.
Jadi saya dulu yang lost tu jumpa Uncle Mike, saya dapat keyakinan diri balik, semangat nak teruskan hidup.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. I'm Hazwin Hassan. This is our Merdeka Day special episode. Every year, as Malaysians, we celebrate not just our independence, but also the unique spirit that binds us together, a spirit of unity, diversity, and love that transcends boundaries. Today, we have a story that embodies that spirit in the most beautiful way. It's the story of Michael Tong, or as many know him, Uncle Mike. 16 years ago, Uncle Mike, a Chinese Malaysian, opened his heart and home to 3 orphaned Malay brothers, Rafei, Rashid, and Rahman, Ahmad Fauzi. He raised them not as outsiders, not as someone else's children, but as his own sons. It's the story of fatherhood without borders, of compassion that sees no race or religion, and of what it truly means to be Malaysian. As we mark Merdeka, I'm honoured to have Uncle Mike and his sons, Rafei and Rahman Ahmad Fauzi, with me in the studio to hear about their journey and reflections on family and unity. Uncle Mike, Rafei, Rahman,
yes.
welcome to Be in the Headlines.
Hello. And happy Merdeka Day.
Yeah, we are going to be celebrating Merdeka Day very soon, this weekend, in fact. So, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah? Now, I want to first start off with you, of course, Uncle Mike, and the story of this beautiful union of you and your 3 boys, although is it the second brother who's not here?
Yes.
The second.
So Rafei, you're the eldest, and Rashid, you're the youngest. So
Yes.
you're missing Rashid.
Rashid. Rashid.
Youngest?
Sorry, you're Rahman, right?
Yes.
Mix that up. All right. So it's Rahman and Rafei,
Yes.
and Rashid is not here with us, right? Going back to the beginning of how this all started. And I'm pretty sure, let me just preface with this, Uncle Mike, that perhaps you've told this story a million times already. You get asked the same questions in the many interviews you've done, but perhaps as a refresher for some people out there who might not have heard of your story, take us back to that moment when I think it was Rafei, the eldest brother here, that you met first.
Yeah.
How that was like. What was it that stood out about Rafei, given the circumstances during that time, that made you think, this is it, this is my calling, and I'd like to look after
Okay.
him?
I think back, maybe, I think now it's like 17 to 18 years back, during when I'm younger times. So I'm in a car club, Perdana Car Club, and me and our members, we always do charity, and then we go around with our members to go to like orphanage, old folks home, and those in needs. Okay, so one day during our programs in Gombak in an orphanage home, where we start to do our charity, when the wife will go to to celebrate, to enjoy you do something like food, like with the orphanage lah. And then the man will go and clean up all the hostel. So one of the hostel that I go into is where I first met Rafei, sitting at the corner there and not joining the other kids, having fun outside there with food and games.
Right.
So at first, when I see this child, he's like some, how do we say that? It's like bersendirian. He's alone, and why is he not joining the other kids? And first thought is maybe he's naughty and was like the warden like okay, you duduk dalam bilik, you jangan keluar. It's something like this lah. And so it's okay lah. Then after like 1 or 2 months like this, during we do another outing. That means it's school holiday. During that time, our members also bring all the kids inside our members' car and we go to Pulau Pangkor. And there, when I search for Rafei, he is alone again in the hotel room. And then everybody, the other kids are playing happily in the swimming pool, everything. That is where it comes to me that I need to know what happens to this kid. What should I do to help this boy lah? So that is where I meet Umi, and I asked about him, and then he just said like, this boy is stubborn, don't want to go to school. Like, even if he go to school also, the teacher complain that he is playing around. Then it take some time to get close with him, and then to find out that he did not like to go to school because of he don't understand what the teacher teach about.
Okay.
So that is where I take some initiative to get him a tuition teacher, to see how the tuition teacher can teach him step by step, so he can catch up with the other student in his classroom. That is where when I have to take him from the orphanage to the school and then go to the tuition center and then send back.
Right.
Then this one go around like I don't know how long, but I can't remember. But until like one day that he is okay with me, and then he starts to stay with me.
At this point, you were seeing Rafei every day, right?
Almost every day.
You're sending him to school, and then you're sending him to these extra tuition classes. So Umi, you mentioned just now, is the caretaker of the hostel, right, where he was staying. And at which point did you realize that there was, something? You mentioned that you saw that there was something bothering him that made him keep to himself. So at which point did you realize that he was actually separated from his two younger brothers?
Okay. As you know, there's boys is always boys, right? So when they are in the orphanage, there is complaint from neighboring that these boys like sitting at the padang there or the field there, and then they like doing something, smoking.
Okay.
So me and my club secretary members we just have a spot check in the our hostel. So that is where I found a paper, buku rampayan on single book. Then where he writes there that he just pray to the God lah, Ya Allah, why my father and mother was meninggal awal, and then why my two brothers is separated from me. That is like something that lah, when you read this notes that was written by a boy something like 12 or 13 years old, there must be something that really bothered him.
So this was the first time you actually knew that he had two younger brothers. So Rafei, do you remember how that was like for you? You were 12, right? Do you remember how that was?
Tak ingat.
Okay, sure.
Tak ingat sangat lah.
But do you remember writing the note? Yeah?
Time tulis note tu masih ingat lagi, tapi cuma dah tak ingat lah apa. Saya tulis panjang. Cuma yang saya tulis pasal ibu ayah, adik-adik, tu saya ingat lah. Saya tanya kenapa jadi macam ni.
And at that point, dah berapa lama you tak jumpa adik-adik you dah?
Dalam setahun juga.
So you were separated for a year, right? And Rahman, right?
Rahman, betul.
So you're the youngest.
Yes.
So at the time, the age gap between the both of you is
30, 25. So 5 tahun.
around 5
beza.
years difference. So you were 12 and you were around 7 at the time.
Yes.
And you're the youngest and you have another elder brother,
Betul.
second, Rashid, right? So at this point, where were you? Where were you actually?
Kalau masa manja dengan Kemai lah kan?
Okay.
Masa
Manja is Raffi, your
okay.
eldest
Rafi,
brother.
okay, sorry. Sebab kita panggil manja.
Do we call you Raffi? Manja.
Manja lah sebab
Manja,
kita biasa panggil manja je.
Panggilan manja. Okay.
Betul.
Manja.
Yang ni manja. Kalau yang abang kedua Chun.
Oh, Chun.
Chun.
And you?
Adik. Betul.
Okay. So you were at a different orphanage? Sorry, hostel. Now, at this point, you dengan abang you yang second tu lah.
Okay.
You dengan
Betul.
Rashid kan betul?
Okay.
So how was that like for you, being separated from your brother?
Masa saya sedar yang manja dia dah keluar asrama, tapi waktu tu saya tahu abang kedua saya masih ada dengan saya. So saya masih okey lagi lah. Dan bila manja abang Raffi lah. Raffi datang dengan Kemai, saya punya happy lah saya tengok dia, sebab bila dia keluar asrama saya nampak dia lagi kemas lah, lagi bergaya lah. Lagi makin okey lah hidup dia. So okey lah, saya happy je. Saya nampak happy lah.
And at that point, when was it that, because after you found out that he had younger brothers, Uncle Mike, you actually went to get Rashid first, right?
Get Rashid. I asked.
And so, how long did that take after you took Raffi back home with you?
About a year.
A year.
I think about a year or less a little bit, because it just like if you need the boy to be transferred back to Gombak in another orphanage, so you have to go through the process, right? So that is where I just asked Umi to help, so that when Rashid transfer back to Gombak, so that he will be close with his brother, and after that he asked to join his brother with me.
I see.
Then after that, I think somewhere like his step brother thing. Then after that, his step brother took him out from the orphanage home and stay with his step brother.
I see.
And step brother or step sister?
Brother.
Then after that, when he see his two brother is together already, and he requests to be with his
so
two
you were
brothers.
the last to join.
Saya last.
Right.
Betul.
How long was this period between getting Raffi to stay with you and then waiting until the youngest to join?
It's something like around a year and a year, because as you know, I'm a single person, right?
Right.
So I need time to adapt to. So I need to make sure myself is totally ready for 3 boys, because I think that I just can't like suddenly I accept 3 and I don't know how to organize them.
Sure.
So there's a lot of things that maybe people looks it's like maybe people feel it's easy, just like, but there's a lot of things that we have to think of. The first thing is like how the education, how their agama is, the religion, especially religion, because they are Muslim boy, and even my friends also advise lah, kena make sure like their agama tidak terabai. This is the advice I get from my friends lah.
Right.
So that is why it takes me sometimes to adapt, and as bachelor we can seldom cook at home. But if you have a family, like people say lah, I don't know lah, like if you want the boys to listen to you, you have to cook, and then let them feel the heart, the warmth, the lovely that they are in a family. If you asyik makan luar je, then the toke tom yum will be their family lah.
So would you say that you actually learned how to cook
Yeah.
to take care of your
Yeah,
three boys?
I learned how to cook,
Right.
especially the Rafei one that he likes ayam masak merah, and then of course Raya I have to learn how to cook rendang and ketupat, all the traditional dishes.
Right. And one thing that you brought up just a few seconds ago when you were explaining something so unique about your story, which isn't the only case we have in Malaysia, but again, this is, I think, worth sharing, and especially with Merdeka coming up, that you accepted them as they were, and they, Rafei and your brothers, you are Muslims, but you raised them as Muslims, make sure that they held on to that faith. How is that like, Uncle Mike? And later on, I'll ask Rafei, both Rafei and Rahman as well. How was that like? Making sure that, because you're not Muslim, right? How did you manage that and make sure that they had the right resources, the people they could refer to?
Okay. The first thing is like, I'm Gen X, right?
Right?
So during the 70s, in our school, we were like, we will emphasize on like one tata rakyat.
Okay.
There we learn what is rukun negara, right? So kepercayaan kepada Tuhan. So this first phrase is I always bear in mind that when we trust the God, everything that happens, it's like something that is arranged by the God. So when I meet Rafei, I know that there is a challenge thrown in to me from the God to see how I reacted to this thing, to this kid. So if I take him, then I have to make sure that he will grow up as a human being, and he grow up as what he is in. Like, he is a Muslim. When he grow up, he continues to be a good Muslim, even though I'm a non-Muslim. But to ensure that he got everything about the religions, for me, I'm not capable. So, and it's very lucky for me that one of my staff is ustad also. So
okay.
that is where I really ask his help to come to my home. But of course we come. We hired lah. It's like we hired him to come after Isha or after Maghrib, so that these three boys will not like deviate.
Sure. Yep.
Lari daripada landasan. This is what, because one thing is, if we believe in God, we are afraid of the sin. Takut dosa. So I don't want that one day, if they are not a good Muslim, I will be thrown into the hell, neraka, and was like kena bakar.
You feel that you have a sense of accountability, responsible for the three boys.
Because once I accept the challenge, so me myself, ada the responsibility to make sure that they continue to be a Muslim, and not only a Muslim, but a good Muslim. So that until, like, you see now, that's why I say, when we understand each other religions, we know it's not that difficult.
Yep.
We won't like go beyond line or that. That's why after I'm taking care of them, especially on food. Food is the most important thing, right? Because when I learn about what halal is, me myself always looking for halal food. Because of what? Because halal makes sure that the food is clean, the food is hygiene, and is safe for us to eat, and is healthy for us to eat.
Right.
So we want to question about halal food, right? Because it did no harm to us.
Okay.
That is where I learned more about Muslims religion, and then I can really I can really go with my Muslim friends also, and I know what's the border is and what I should say and what I need. By understand all this, until now I have no what like something like I will not talk or speak out that offended other religions.
Right.
This is
Right.
because we are staying in Malaysia and we have like Muslim, non-Muslim, Kadazan, Iban. Okay. So when we learn this, we know that we cannot cross the line. What we talk also, we must think to make sure that our Malaysian friends of different religious or different faith, that we don't touch on the sensitive border.
I suppose that's a big part of you growing up, the boys growing up, and making sure that they're grounded in their faith, and that's the sort of message that we want to resonate, right, with the people. Now, another interesting thing about your family, let's put it that way, right? So you're the guardian, the father of these three boys, these three brothers, but they don't actually call you dad or papa or ayah.
Nah, there's a reason.
Right. So, okay, share with us that reason. Why?
Okay. As when I meet Rafei, and then after that Rashid and Rahman, for me, when I was like, itu kepercayaan kepada Tuhan, the God is there. The God sent me to them, or they were sent to me. Of course, that there will be a reason. There were ada sebab why they are with me. So for me, like I told them, I am not your real father and real mother. That both of them are passed away already. So what I'm here is because I think your father and mother did something good before they pass away, and the God arranged me to come and help you three guys. So for me, and what I learned from Ustad also lah, that in Muslim, whoever that pass away, they are still in the kubur, in the grave. Their soul is still in there.
They're around.
And they really needs their immediate relative, like the son, to when they pray, they sedekahkan doa kepada the late father and mother. So at this time, what should I do? This is where that because during that time they are still young. Yeah. So I am afraid that they will deviated. They like, I got new father, so I forget the late father and mother. So I don't want this actually to happen. So what I need them is continue to pray to your late father and mother. So that is your father and mother. So for me, you not pray for me, no, okay, but just pray for Uncle Mike.
Okay. So again, it's about keeping them grounded in their faith.
Yeah. So another way also is like, let them know that the God treats them well, even though their father and mother already passed away, but there is Uncle Mike for them.
Wow, that's really, really beautiful. Beautiful story, very touching.
Yes.
And now on to the boys. How is it like growing up with Uncle Mike, right? Knowing that he's not the same religion, but he's there to guide you, went to many lengths to provide education, got the ustad to come and teach you at home as well. How is that like for you? Maybe we can start with you, Rafi.
Macam saya apa? Macam first jumpa Uncle Mat pun saya orang kata apa macam selesa lah. Cakap dengan dia, lepas tu nampak dia betul-betul nak jaga saya.
Right.
Apa? Saya nak cakap macam tenang lah, lagi tenang. Betul-betul ayah lah. Saya dapat dah lama tak rasa apa berkeluarga, tapi bila dengan Uncle Mat saya dapat balik diri saya balik. Apa? Diri saya dulu yang lost tu, jumpa Uncle Mat, saya dapat apa? Keyakinan diri balik. Semangat nak teruskan hidup. Dapat rasa
a father figure balik ada dalam hidup you.
Dapat rasa macam orang lain lah, berfamily. So saya dapat rasa balik lah dengan Uncle Mat.
Okay. And then Rahman?
Kalau saya masa first saya duduk dengan Uncle Mat, mungkin saya kecil lagi waktu tu. So saya tak terfikirlah betapa besarnya kan untuk Chinese ambil ambil anak Melayu, tapi makin besar saya sedarlah yang saya sebenarnya yang ambil saya ni memang orang yang hebat lah kan. Orang yang hebat yang dia memang, bagi saya Uncle Mat ni dia punya jiwa tu memang dah Islam lah bagi saya. Kan? Memang dah sampai kat situ lah. So saya respect lah. Saya betul-betul hargai Uncle Mat. Dan makin hari makin saya faham lah pengorbanan Uncle Mat kan, jaga kita 3 adik-beradik. Dan saya ambil peluang untuk cakap terima kasih Uncle Mat lah.
So what's the fondest memory that you have growing up with Uncle Mike that stays with you until today?
Saya rasa momen yang betul-betul momen manis lah kan. Momen indah mungkin untuk hari raya. Hari raya Uncle Mike memang dia akan ajak kita beli lemang sebelum kira malam raya. Kita dah standby booking, beli lemang, masak rendang sama-sama.
Right.
Sebab momen tu saya rasa last saya pun tak ingat bila last saya ada momen hari raya macam tu. So saya rasa momen yang indah dengan Uncle Mike tu lah. Dan Uncle Mike kejut kita sahur. Sahur Uncle Mike kejutkan dengan masak sekali. So memang makin besar tu saya lagi hargai lah, respect.
So suasana berpuasa raya tu macam keluarga lain lah juga.
Betul. So saya dapat pengalaman tu lagi lah. Saya ingatkan mungkin saya dah memang hari raya saya lupa dah lah. Sebab kita pun dah lama kan kita tak sambut hari raya.
Okay. Do you remember your first hari raya with Uncle Mike and your brothers at home?
First hari raya saya, macam saya cakap, mungkin saya kecil lagi waktu tu. So kita betul untuk
maybe you would remember, Rafi?
Hari raya.
That first hari raya with your brothers and Uncle Mike at home?
Raya, pagi raya biasa tolong Uncle Mat masak.
Okay.
Dia suka masak. Masak rendang. Lepas tu kalau nak cakap sebelum kita nak raya tu pun kita dah standby beli baju raya.
Okay.
Apa? Memang macam hari raya Melayu tu lah, dapat vibe balik bila dengan Uncle Mat
So the cultural, racial difference, religious difference didn't mean anything. It as if it wasn't there, right? Because you felt like you were just like any other Malay Muslim household. What about your own cultural heritage? Do you impart that to the boys as well? How do you celebrate your, say, the Chinese New Year, for example? So how does that happen in your household?
Oh, yeah. So after I take care of these 3 kids, of course for my own culture, I have Chinese New Year, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they also happy with Chinese New Year because they get a lot of ang paos.
Right.
So the same thing as a normal Chinese. So I bring them back to my mom's home, and then we go out to the restaurant, halal restaurant, of course. So we have our makan besar, and then we sit together, and then we wish each other with the good wording. I teach them a little bit in Bahasa Malaysia also. So that also like my mom, my sister, my brother accepted them well, and like we are a big family.
Right.
So there's no problem. That is where I teach them what's the Chinese culture is like.
Yep.
You can't wear black or black shirt or everything during Chinese New Year, and then you cannot talk mencarut lah.
Okay. Swear words and all those bad words. Okay.
And then the most thing is like, this is how I go about lah. So they also learn what the Chinese culture is. Beside me learning extra more on how Hari Raya is.
Okay. Just a cultural hot pot in your home. So I'm guessing, and again, with Merdeka coming up, this is such a great way of looking at how, even within these individual households like yours, we can learn so much from diversity in Malaysia. And so now on Merdeka, celebrating independence for the country, how does that apply, or what does that mean for you, Uncle Mike? We'll start with you and then we'll go on to Rafei and Rahman.
Right.
We'll start with you first. What does it mean for you to be independent? Merdeka.
When we are going to celebrate Merdeka, means we are free. We are free from negative thinking. We are free from negative acting, everything. The same like during Merdeka. So it's like something like when we are living in a peaceful and harmony country. What are we doing for the country? What can we do for the country? It's not that we ask what the country give us. It's what we as a citizen of Malaysia give back to our country, right? So for me, like when we are living in Malaysia, so Malaysia is it's been like dihuni lah. It's like we have Chinese, Malay, Indian, Iban, everything. So to continue with a country that is prosperous and harmony, so what we should do? That is where we have to think now. Like we know our Indian friends, Malay friends. So what we do is try to understand each other's culture, so that really we don't cross the borderline and make sensitive statement that hurts our Malaysian counter. Right. So it's not it's just an easy task that we just keep our own self, not to cross over people's sensitive issue lah. That is
That's your message to everyone.
Everyone.
Okay.
So if we just go like take care of our friends' relation, then I think we can keep Malaysia harmony and peaceful until our next generation.
That's right.
It's like how I feel now, that I hope we continue to be peaceful, harmony, because right now I have 2 grandchildren from Rafei.
Right.
That of course it's our responsible to make sure Malaysia is peaceful for the two kids to grow up in a peaceful country.
Right.
So in bahasa we say, tak ada orang lain yang akan jaga negara kita kecuali kita sebagai rakyat Malaysia. Itulah bila kita berfikiran merdeka, it's not that we free to do anything. Merdeka is how we protect our country from daripada rosak. We have to protect the peace and harmony.
Anything that can threaten that harmony. Yeah.
So if every Malaysian do it's just a little bit only things that we do, but it will affect a lot of people.
Right. And I'm sure you've heard of the saying, it starts from home. And it couldn't be any better example than what we have here with you and your household, because you truly embody that spirit of starting it young with the boys and starting it from home, being able to live with the differences, religion, race and culture. So I think it's such a great message to put out there. And maybe Rahman, your interpretation of what Merdeka is for you.
Okay. Saya mungkin tak ada kata-kata macam Uncle Mike. Ni kan betul-betul jiwa merdeka kan. Kalau saya masuk merdeka untuk saya, kita kena kekalkan negara kita dalam keadaan sentiasa merdeka dan sentiasa buat baik, tak kira bangsa, agama dan kaum lah. So masuk merdeka ni memang besar, supaya kita sentiasa ingat yang negara kita ni dah merdeka dan aman lah. So kita kena teruskan untuk generasi yang akan datang lah. Contoh anak saya ke kan.
For your nieces and your nephews, right?
Ya.
Anak your
betul,
brother.
Betul. Saya sekarang pun dah ada anak buah 2 orang. So
we'll get into that. Rafi, so you have your own family now,
Yeah.
right? And how many children?
2.
2. 1 boy and girl, right?
One was.
That's beautiful. So Uncle Mike, you're a grandfather now?
Yeah, I'm a grandfather. I'm so praise the God. Syukur pada Tuhan. Sebab perancangan Tuhan sangat indah. It's a very beautiful story for me. That at first when the God gave me the task to take care of the 3 children, and now the 3 boys is giving me back something that is happiness,
Right.
kebahagiaan. That I'm so happy when Rafei get married, and I know that he's already an adult.
Yeah.
And he's the ketua keluarga, the head, the leaders at all for his family. And the moment that really go deep into my heart is when I saw him azankan anak dia, the baby, my first grandchildren. That is when I really cannot control my tears.
Right.
That Rafei, that I mean 16.
It's okay.
I met 16 years ago. He's a grown-up man and has his own family. That is where I think nothing matched the feel inside me that time. Sorry for that.
It's okay. It's a beautiful story. I mean, I can imagine just how big a milestone that is. From, like you said, 16 years ago, you took him back home with you. And then after that, his brothers. And now to have an extended family your grandchildren, your children, Rafei. When was it that you got married? How long ago was that?
Past 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Okay. And how old are your children?
6 years.
Now 6 and 2 years.
Oh wow. Okay. How do you find fatherhood?
Okay, fine.
Macam mana jadi seorang bapa? What was the challenges of being a father?
Jaga anak-anak. Jaga anak-anak tu mencabar.
Mencabar? What's the biggest challenge?
Saya dapat rasa macam mana Uncle Mike jaga kita orang. Saya dapat rasa macam mana kena sabar, banyak kena bagi ilmu dekat anak-anak. Jangan orang kata jangan macam mana nak cakap, kena ajar. Bila saya dapat anak, saya kena jaga diorang dengan betul lah. Saya tak nak diorang akan jadi macam saya.
Okay.
So saya akan prepare siap-siap lah untuk diorang jalankan hidup diorang
Macam
walaupun saya tak ada lah.
right. Anak tu amanah lah bagi you.
Amanah. Saya kena jaga betul-betul lah.
Okay. And because we asked Rahman tadi earlier of what merdeka means to him. So maybe for you, because now you yourself, you are a father. How do you see the future for your kids? They grow up. What do you want Malaysia to be like?
Bagi saya kisah keluarga kami adalah gambaran sebenar Malaysia lah. Malaysia bukan hanya tentang bahasa, makan, tapi tentang hati yang terbuka untuk menerima orang yang berbeza budaya dan latar belakang. Saya membesar dengan 2 budaya di rumah. Saya bahasa Melayu atau bahasa Cina. Dekat situ pun dah nampak lah erti kemerdekaan sebenarnya. Kebebasan untuk macam mana cakap? Itu buat saya lebih faham erti merdeka. Kebebasan untuk mencintai tanpa batasan.
Mencintai
Tanpa batasan. Ya.
So to love without boundaries lah. Love with no borders. Okay, are we okay here?
Okay.
All right. Is because that embodies what Uncle Mike has done for you. That his love did not know any boundaries. There was no borders, right? In your love, accepting 3 Malay boys into your home and looking after them, right? So, in all of the years you've been together as a family, what do you consider? Maybe again, I'll start with you, Rafei. What do you consider the biggest blessing in your life so far?
Kalau kat Kemat nilai yang Kemat ajar sangat banyak. Tapi yang paling saya bawa ialah kasih sayang tanpa syarat, pentingnya bersatu walaupun berbeza agama.
Okay.
Okay. Minta maaf.
Okay.
Nilai yang Kemat bagi, nilai yang Kemat ajar sangat banyak. Tapi yang paling saya bawa ialah kasih sayang tanpa syarat dan pentingnya bersatu walaupun berbeza agama, bangsa. Bila saya berkeluarga nanti, saya mahu anak-anak saya membesar dengan semangat yang sama, bahawa keluarga bukan sekadar darah tapi cinta yang dan pengorbanan.
Now, Uncle Mike, perhaps you can share with us some of the naughty sides of the boys here. I know you have one story about Rahman. He did something. He tried to lie his way through. What was it about?
So I still remember when he's like still like when he just joined his 2 brother with me during his still very young boy, and then when I see that it's already like Asar, and then why he's still didn't go into his room to pray. So I said, Rahman, why you don't join your brother inside and pray for the waktu asar? So you know what he answered me? He said, okay, Uncle Mike, dalam Islam we have this word called jamak. So I can just jamak from Zohor, Asar, Maghrib till Isyak. Then after that only I'll do the pray. See, if I don't learn about how the religion. That means I kena kelentong lah.
Was that your mission?
Ya. Kira time tu saya cuma nak test lah kan. Saya nak test Uncle Mike. Tapi selepas daripada tu mungkin saya terus takut dah nak tipu Uncle Mike sebab saya nampak Uncle Mike dia lebih tahu lah pasal
yeah. You thought that you could outsmart him. That's definitely not the case.
He think that this Apek don't know don't know what the main thing as a Muslim is. That is solat.
Right.
The solat is the five tiang kehidupan yang they should
the 5 pillars.
5 pillars,
Islam.
right?
Yeah, definitely. Would you say he's the naughtiest of the 3?
Yeah, but he without him, our family like kurang ceria.
Okay. So he livens everything up.
He livens up.
Which explains your giggles.
Yeah.
He always cheers us up lah. That's the beauty.
Rafei, any moments, any little naughty moments that perhaps you want to share with everyone, if you don't mind, from you, or were you always the good boy?
Yeah.
You always the good elder son?
Elder son? The good boy.
So mirror opposites. Good boy, naughty boy.
Yeah.
The 3 they have different character.
Okay.
So they like Rafei, he likes to keep everything to himself, and it's very hard to get things out from him.
Okay.
Like the second one is like very much we call it like degil, rebel. Is it
Stubborn. Yeah.
stubborn? And then this one is more manja lah.
Okay. But I can relate to you, Rafei, because I'm the eldest as well in my family. I think that there's a sense of responsibility there.
Yes, I
You have
think
your
because he
younger siblings.
keeps on thinking how to take care of his brother. I think because after his mother passed away, I think he carried the big responsibility on his shoulder. That he has to make sure that his 2 brothers is okay for a young boy.
Right.
So I hope all Malaysians outside there, if you have it comes to when you have relatives that we don't know because God's always do the planning, then please take care of your nephews. Don't let them alone. Yeah.
And now that your story has been shared far and wide in Malaysia, what's the biggest thing that you want to put out there, or what do you want people to know most about you and your family, so that again, the values that you have within how you raise the boys continues to resonate with Malaysians? What's the biggest thing that you want everyone to know?
When the reporter from Harem Metro asked for the story, right? At first, I was like quite reluctant because I'm afraid of like go viral of we don't know what will happen, right?
Okay.
So as the reporter keep pushing and say with one word, the country needs your story to be an inspiration to the all Malaysian. So for me, like what I can do for the country. I always ask myself. I'm not a police. I'm not a soldier. I'm not a bomber. So, if my story really can create awareness to all Malaysians, okay, I just share with the public how we can go beyond apa kita in Malay we said kasih tanpa sempadan. That means we go beyond race, we go beyond ni, because the love is for the mankind, for the all the human beings. This is, I think, the message that I wish to reach all segenap lapisan, all the Malaysians, that if we have, we can do, we love each other, we create borderless loves, I think we can create a very harmony and lovely Malaysia to be like macam, yeah, we when we see different races, we don't see the color, we see them as a human being,
right,
to be with them, to help out them. So this is what Malaysian is.
Right. So that's the biggest takeaway that you want to share with the rest of Malaysians. And actually, it's very fitting because there's a movie that has just come out based on your story, right?
Story.
And just briefly, because we are nearing the end of our show here, maybe Uncle Mike and Rafei or Rahman, you can just tell us about how this movie came about, which actually it has premiered, hasn't it?
Premiere, yes.
Was it this week?
Yeah, this
Okay.
week. And
How
the
did it
movie
come about?
starts on 28th of August. Named Abah Saya Uncle Mike. That's the title. And that is where in this movie to see how Rafei is during his younger times when he is in the orphanage.
Right.
And of course,
Okay.
with his two younger brothers, and then how I meet Rafei, and then of course like as a drama movie, it's about 70% of the story is real, only like 30%.
A little bit is dramatized.
It's dramatized.
Okay.
So because when you want to watch movie, you cannot have the full.
That's right.
Of course, they will create some bad moments and something, right? So to let the moviegoers not boring lah.
Okay. So it's out already, right? On the
Yeah, it's
28th
out
of
already.
August. I mean, by the time that this show comes out, the movie would have already had its first public viewing. So again, in conjunction with the Merdeka celebration this year, I think that's such a good way to celebrate. They can, I mean, I'm sure there's so many Malaysians out there already who know your story, but with the movie, I think it's like a cherry on top of the cake with this just beautiful, beautiful story of yours. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for your
you.
time,
Thank you.
Uncle Mike, Rahman,
Thank you.
yeah, and Rafei. All right, I'm just glad that you had your little bursts of giggles. You showed to me that I think you're enjoying your time here on set. Right, because I enjoyed learning from your story, and there's just so much that someone, myself, that I can take away from this, which I'm sure many, many other Malaysians would agree. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for this special Merdeka episode. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. Again, if you enjoyed watching this episode as much as I enjoyed talking to my guests today, please do hit that like button on our YouTube page, our YouTube channel at NST Online. And don't forget to subscribe. We're also on all the socials, so you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, and TikTok. All right, for all the latest updates, not just for the show, but for all the stories that we put out there, especially with Merdeka coming up. We've got so much more in store for you. Now, just before we go, because it's the Merdeka weekend coming up, I'd like to have a little special shout out before we leave and ask my guests to give a special shout out because it is the Merdeka weekend, and wish everyone a happy Selamat Merdeka. So perhaps after the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, we'll say Selamat Hari Merdeka. Okay? So 3, 2, 1.
Selamat Hari Merdeka
68, everyone. Happy Merdeka Day, Malaysia. That's all for now. Bye-bye.